This segment of history will focus on U.S. history and context. This resource covers events from pre-colonial times to the present. You can access U.S. history and context alphabetically or clicking on History and Genealogy. On the main page, you'll see 5 featured topics. As well as subject headings and selected topics. We can select one of these topics, for example, the Scopes monkey trial. Once you get into the subject or portal page, you have an overview. Notice the link, View More. Here you'll find thorough background information. On the right-hand side, you'll see that you can bookmark this, download, get citation information, email, print, translate, and save. There's also a link table of contents and images. To go back to my main page, I can click on Topic and continue scrolling down where you'll find expert picks, featured resources handpicked by Gail's editorial team, related topics, images and audio on the left, and if you keep scrolling, you'll get to the reference, news, primary source documents, academic journals. In context, you'll always have 3 items listed on the portal page. Look for the View All. On the main page, where you find your subject headings and select topics, notice again we have 3 items, but to the right of each subject heading is also a View All. Here we're in the one called Events, Decades, and Cultural Trends. We find everything from the internet to journalism during the muckraking era, national park movement, the gold rush, the space exploration, gangster era, and women's suffrage. Notice that there's a few topics here that will be useful if you're working with students on the Wyoming History Day project, such as the Lincoln-Douglas debates, Teapot Dome scandal, and others. On the left-hand side, you'll see those subject headings that were on the main page, so I can go to one of those. I can also use the Topics tab at the top. Here we have a great variety of topics to choose from if you're helping someone with topic exploration or background research on a historical topic. On the main page, in addition to all those topic access points, you have a search box. On this page, we have the Overview with the View More tab, the Expert Picks again, video and images here on the left, related topics. We also have the addition of a fact box. This fact box provides a snapshot summary of key information. And if we keep scrolling, again, there's our reference, news, magazines, primary sources. We can also use the search box with limiters. I can click on primary source documents. And now when my results come up for FDR, all I have are primary source documents listed here on the left-hand side. Speeches, letters, presidential documents, biographies. I can select one of those, for example, the presidential document. I can also take that off of my breadcrumb trail here at the top. Notice that I have my presidential documents and primary sources. So I want to take off the presidential document, not the primary source, which is listed at the end. Now I come back to my search results for all my primary sources, and I can select another document type, for example, speeches. there is a tab here called Listen. That's a text-to-speech. It will not be FDR at the dedication of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. However, if we come back up to our search box and go over here to More and Audio, now I can search those that are available in audio. I have programs from NPR. I have the American Experience series. So let's listen to one of those. I'm going to click on Fireside Chat. And if I click on play.
I'm speaking to you from the diplomatic reception room of the White House in Washington, D.C. You are to hear an address by the President of the United States, the Honorable Franklin D. Roosevelt.
So many figures are quoted to prove so many.
And let's go back to our main list and listen to another one. I'm going to click on page 2. Notice we have more than one page of results. And let's listen to one that's part of that American Experience series. On this one, we do have text-to-speech for this page, but we have a link here to listen to the PBS broadcast.
A story from American Experience.
And now the long-awaited hour. The Honorable Lister Hill, Junior Senator from Alabama.
On July 17, 1940, Eleanor Roosevelt was at her home, Val Kill.
I quickly want you to go. And he said, well, perhaps it would be a good idea. And so that meant, I suppose, that I had to go.
We can also use this search box to locate just images. Notice that I have a search assist box that drops down. I'm going to select Susan B. Anthony, but this time I'm going to click on Images. And there are tools here that you can get citation information about this, email, print, and save this image. The other option here at the top with the search box is that you can cross-search both the U.S. history in context and world history in context.